Okay, so we're going to work on continental drift again today. So the first thing we're going to do is review it and fill out this packet. And then we're going to do a fun activity I think you guys like. Okay, so who can shortly tell me what continental drift is? You guys remember from yesterday? Sean.
It was basically a long time ago when the supercontinent, Pangea, was basically like when it basically started to split.
So it's like the continents moving, right?
Right, when they were
Good. Who remembers what causes continental drift? Georgia.
when the tectonic plates move.
Perfect, yes. When the tectonic plates move and then it causes the continents to move. So where it says continental drift is caused by, we're just going to write plate movement. Okay, let's all read together this part right here where it says about, so about
225 million years ago, all the continents were joined together in a supercontinent called Pangea. Around 200 million years ago, Pangea broke apart into two continents, Laurasia and Gondwana. Then about 1 million years ago, Gondwana and Laurasia broke up into the smaller continents we have today.
Good. Okay, so we're going to use what we just read to fill out the chart at the bottom. We'll skip the evidence of continental drift right now. So, on the first blank, it says 200 million years ago, what split up? Everybody?
Pangea.
Good. And then Pangea, it splits into two different continents. One was in the southern hemisphere. Who can tell me one? Caleb. Laurasia? Good. And that one was in the northern hemisphere, so write it on this side.
like Asia. It's
Yeah.
basically Europe.
Yeah, it gives you a hint what continents are on it. And Mackenzie, what was the other one?
Gondwana?
Gondwana, good. So then 100 million years ago, Gondwana and Laurasia split into the continents that we have today.
Our continents.
So Gondwana was in the southern hemisphere. So think about what continents are in the southern hemisphere. Justin, sorry.
South America?
South America, good. That's one. Yep, Africa's kind of on both, but for this sake, we're just going to put it on the southern hemisphere. Sean?
Antarctica.
Antarctica, good. And last one. Sam.
Australia.
Australia, good. All right, and then Laurasia, there are three continents. North America is one. Georgia.
Europe.
Europe. And the last one is Mia. Asia, good. Okay. And then we'll do the evidence of continental drift. So the first evidence that I found when I was researching it was that they're the same fossils on different continents. the same ancient fossils. So on the first part, we'll put same fossils. On continents. So what I read about, they said that they found the same reptile on Africa and Antarctica. So how does that show that they were once together? Mackenzie, what do you think?
That they both had the same animals and artifacts and thingies. So they were on the one big continent. And then when they split up, they were still on the continents.
Right, because a reptile couldn't like swim from Africa to Antarctica, right? No.
Right?
Yeah.
If a dinosaur's fossils were to be in the area, like the edge, like on one side and another, if it were to be buried down and the continental drift went through that area, would the fossil like break in half? Or would like it float, or would it go to like a certain side and then just be hanging off into the ocean?
It could be in the ocean, it could cut in half, but it probably wouldn't. It'd probably just be.
It'd probably just fall into the ocean.
Yeah. Alright, and our second evidence is that the continents fit together. So what continents do you guys remember yesterday? There were two that looked like they really fit together. Does anyone remember what they were? Sam.
South America and Africa.
Yep, good.
And we said North America could fit, like if you were to put North America down to South America, North America over by Asia and Europe, it would probably fit there, and then you could like make, you could probably make all of like, North America would go up to Europe and Asia, and South America would go up to where like Texas would be, and then Africa would go up, and they would all just like combine together.
Good. See, that's what we're going to do with our activity. Does everyone have this all copied down?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead and turn it to the next page. And this tells us about our activity. Okay. So on the top part, it says, in this, actually, will you get the lights? Yeah. What do you mean? Like, because they're drifting apart. Like, drift means that they're moving, right?
Yeah.
Does that answer your question? Okay. Okay. So at the top it says, in this activity, you will make models of how the Earth's surface has changed over time, using your knowledge of continental drift and making inferences. The materials you'll need are 3 copies of the world's continents, which you guys don't have yet, but it's this paper. And then 3 pieces of construction paper, your scissors, glue, and colored pencils. So who wants to read number 1 for the procedure? Xavier. Okay, good. So that's the paper I just showed you. You're gonna color all. You're gonna have 3 of these. You're gonna color them all. No one get your slides out yet. Okay. Second direction. Who wants to do that?
Okay. Cut out continents from one of your 3 pieces of map paper.
Good. So you're just gonna cut out. You're gonna color them all, but then you're just gonna cut out from one. Third direction. From all.
Orange the continents into a large supercontinent of India. Fitting them as close together as possible on the puzzle. Once you have aligned the continents, glue them together.
Good. Okay. So you guys, you're gonna cut them out, and then you're gonna make them how you think Pangea was. So not everyone's is gonna be the same, because this is just a model. You're gonna kind of pretend that you're a scientist trying to figure it out. So this is mine, but I'm not gonna show it to you guys. I'm gonna have it up there so you can make your own. But I have a copy of what the scientists think it was, so when you're done with yours, I'll show it to you and you can see how close yours was. And then who will read step 4? Justin.
second piece of math paper. However, this time you should show the supercontinent after you split it into two smaller continents, Laurasia and Gondwana. Use your notes to help and you remember what continents were on Laurasia and Gondwana and what hemisphere they are located in.
Good. So, second map, you're going to cut out your continents and you're going to make Laurasia and Gondwana. So you can look back to remember what continents were on Laurasia and what continents were on Gondwana on the notes that we took. And then step 5. Janet.
This time you should show continents as they are in the type of day.
Good. So if you guys don't know what they look like now, you guys probably have a good idea, but I'll put my present day map up here so you can see it. And then step 6, you can see.
Label all 3 maps. Map 1, Pangea, 225 million years ago. Map 2, Laurasia and Gondwana, 100 to 200 million years ago. Map 3, present day.
Good. And the last step, Mia.
Answer the questions on the next page.
Okay, so there's 3 questions on the next page I'm going to have you answer. You might not have time for it today, but tomorrow. Can I have the page? Oh yeah, and one more thing. On this map, there's India and it's cut off from the rest of Asia. You guys see it right there? Can you see it? So usually it's connected right up there, but scientists think that it used to not be by Asia. So when you make your map of Pangea, if you want to fit it somewhere else, you can. But on mine, I just put it where India usually is. So it's up to you. Does this make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions? Okay. All right, I'll pass out these packets and you need colored pencils, scissors, and glue. You guys can go ahead and get started.
Wait, so what? Do we color it? I'll color it.
So look at the first direction.
Oh, yeah, we're stationary. Can you color them whatever color you want?
Yeah, you guys can color them whatever color.
Wait, do we have
What's the first directions, okay?
Yeah.
Stop cutting and listen to
Yeah, put the names inside of it. I just labeled it off to the side so you guys would know.
So, does India count as a continent?
Yeah, you can just put it right there.
not
Yes, it does.
Okay.